welcome to the channel and a new weekly vlog. So I just ended one off, which was a disaster, and we're going into this one and very much hoping to have a much better week. So this is very much just gonna be a vlog where we go over everything that I'm reading all week and everything that I'm doing / how I am balancing my life and everything I'm trying to do content creation part-time. So today it is Monday night. It is I think like 7:30 p.m. and I'm sort of winding down for the evening, kind of / still have a few more things to do. I already worked all day, worked out tonight, showered, filmed some stuff for Instagram because I do have a beauty Instagram as well. And now I am kind of winding down and ready to do a little bit of reading tonight and also / planning for the rest of the week, figure out what I want to be accomplishing, and I think I want to do my nails as well. So we are really not doing anything super exciting this evening, but I figured I might as well just start the weekly vlog here. I'm kind of not in the middle of any books either. I very briefly started Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green and The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot, and very, very not far into either of those. Kind of not feeling nonfiction at the moment, and that's all I'm reading. So I think I need to find a little bit something else to read, a little bit something kind of different, something that's going to captivate my interest in a slightly different way. So I think tonight I kind of need to take a little gander at my TBR for the month / everything I've checked out on Libby and kind of decide where I want to go, because there is always an overwhelming amount of books for me to read. So very briefly, just wanted to start this off, and now I'm going to go just organize myself a little bit the evening. I have some laundry in to finish, and yeah, I do want to paint my nails because I just did them a few nights ago, but I don't know, I'm in a really like having fun time with my nails kind of vibe, and I'm like really wanting to switch them up like every day or two. So I think I'll do that and then probably just relax and watch YouTube for the evening. So welcome to the vlog, and yeah, let's just dive into it. Okay, hi, it's Tuesday and I have tons of reading updates from last night / this morning. It is 6 p.m. We are just kind of finishing up everything I need to do today, and then I'm just gonna curl up and read because it's raining. It is very, very rainy and I'm tired and all I want to do is read. So first off, nails. Ended up updating these yesterday. I have Harry Social from Hello Taco on, and really fun shade. I like these kind of pastel-y shades quite a bit, like either that or very bright. Just anything with color I get really excited about. And then I went to the library today too and got two books out. So first off, Demon in White by Christopher Ruccio. This is book 3 in the Sun Eater series. Have not read book 2, still waiting on that one to come in, which should be within the next few days. But this one, it is this huge sci-fi epic that I've been really enjoying. And I mean, I've only read book 1, but book 1 was a 5-star. So excited to finally be getting into the other ones. And I was kind of having this issue where on Libby, the hold was about 6 months. I've been waiting for quite a while. I'm trying not to spend as much money lately. And so I didn't want to order any of the physical books. I'm also just I'm really not wanting to buy books at the moment. I tend to go through different hyperfixations of where I want to spend money. Right now, literally only nail polish. That is the only thing I want to spend money on. So I don't want to buy the books. But finally kind of had this realization that, so I work in a different city than where I live, and I live in a small town. I have a public library here, but then in this bigger town, I do have a library card for there. I only use Libby. And I kind of had this moment of wait, I can very easily put things on hold physically. And there's a library branch that's about a 20-minute walk from my office. So I could easily go on lunch breaks and go do that. And that's been the best realization I ever could have made, because there's so many books like these ones, and a lot of Becky Chambers books too, that I could not find anywhere else except to buy. Now I have the option to be able to go get them physically from here. So that is making me incredibly happy, and I should be getting some more holds in over the next little bit. And I also got a Dance of Lies, which I think is a new fantasy romance release. So there's 2 books, which I'm very excited to get to, and I am hoping that I'm next going into the office on Thursday, so hopefully I'll have a few more to pick up by then. And I had a crazy productive night last night in terms of reading / this morning a little bit. First off, I'll start with The Immortal Life Henrietta Lacks. I'm that in, so I think I read about 5 chapters of it last night, and I'm really enjoying just learning more about this, because if you have any history in biology, you are probably aware of Heliocell and how they've really revolutionized the medical industry. And it's just really fantastic to kind of learn a little bit more about her as a person, and then also learn the terrible way that her family was treated and how nobody in her family was made aware of the fact that these cells were cultured and basically how they were used to like build all of this medical stuff and all of these and how they were used to build all of these vaccines and medications and things, which obviously create a lot of money for the medical field, but then yet her family didn't get to see any of it. So I'm really enjoying learning a lot more about them. And I've started 2 other books. So we've read the first few chapters of Memories of Ice by Steven Erikson. This is book 3 in Malazan, and I'm kind of seeing this as this is going to be my deciding factor of if I'm ending Malazan or if I'm going to continue to read it, because it's a weird series, a weird world, and I can't decide how I feel. So if I'm coming out of this one and I like it, I will continue on. If I don't, I'm going to kind of just say, nah, not for me. But I've read the first 2 books and I like them a decent amount, but the writing style is also very hard to get into and very not reader friendly, very undescriptive, and really does not give you any additional information. So we're basically just following this fight of an empire and potential overthrowing of it. There's a lot of magic that is very interesting and weird, and there's these old gods, and there's all these things that really could be interesting. But again, the writing style is just so dry and just does not give you any supplementary information to actually make things clear. So I'm struggling with that part. So this is going to be the one that decides for me if we're going forward. And I started another one too. It's called Liquid: A Love Story by Mariam Ramani. And I'm really curious because I don't know, initially something about the description of this one made me very interested, but the reviews on Goodreads are not great. It has a very low average rating. It's under 3 stars, but I'm really enjoying what I've read so far. The description of this one, it's the marriage plot meets the idiot in this brilliant debut, which tells the story of a young Muslim scholar stuck in the mire of adjunct professorship in Los Angeles, who decides to give up her career in academia and marry rich, committing herself to 100 dates in the course of a single summer. By midsummer, reality hits, taking her and her project to Tehran. So I'm really enjoying it. I think that the writing is very smart. You can fully tell that it's very literary, and the author feels incredibly intelligent. And I'm really enjoying some of the commentary that we're getting about our character who grew up in academia as her mother was, and just a lot of her experiences with the racism as being a Muslim in America and also a queer Muslim, just so many interesting things. And I'm really liking the writing style. So I'm very curious to see what changes to potentially if my rating is going to change or if I'm going to feel differently about it, because I really think it's interesting and I'm really curious. But yeah, these ratings are weird. So I don't know. I'm curious. I also just, one thing I really like is that she's going on these 100 dates and really just doing it feels like a statistical analysis on basically how she's going through these dates and what qualities a potential partner, rich partner, could be for her. So I'm liking it so far. So that's gonna be my evening. I am going to go read for a bit more. My husband's at jujitsu for the next hour and a half probably, and then we'll have dinner when we get back, and I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm off work tomorrow, so even though I do have quite a few appointments, I work every second Wednesday. I get off work, I work an extra hour throughout all my other days, and then it ends up giving me an extra day off. But yeah, tomorrow's off. I do have blood work hair appointment tomorrow, but at the same time I think I'm gonna have plenty of time to read / I want to do some filming. I want to do some Instagram stuff. So tonight I really want to focus and dive in on reading. So I'm gonna go do that now, and I'll check in later. film any updates yesterday, so ta-da, here's my hair. Exactly the same as before, except now it is darker again and all of the gray is covered. So there we go, new hair. Didn't end up updating yesterday because I was just like so mentally tired and just kind of wanted to take a day. But I have read things. I've definitely read things, and let's discuss those, I guess. I also don't know what's going on, but like my under eye circles are looking so bad lately. But yeah, it is. Oh, hi, baby. It's Thursday right now. We are 6 p.m. home from the office, done work for the day, and just kind of like organizing where I'm going for the rest of the evening. I am done The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and I enjoyed this a decent amount. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Really enjoyed learning a bit more of the story behind kind of how these cells were collected, and just learning more about how the family of Henrietta Lacks like really had no idea what was happening. They were given no information. They didn't learn about like what was happening within the medical field until like 20 years later. So that was super interesting. I will say I did have a bit of an issue with the book where it felt like a lot of it was the author telling her own story. So she did spend many years writing this book and became very like close with the family, spent a lot of time with them. And it did feel like a huge part of this book was just her recounting tales, meeting them, slash just kind of talking about the writing process of writing this book. And those things I was like, I don't really care. I would have personally loved a lot more about the science behind what helix cells were used for, like more excerpts of research and anecdotes, maybe even about, because it was lightly touched on, but I would have really enjoyed seeing more of like just how terrible Black patients were treated at this time, because there was a lot of like touching on experiments that were done to Black patients and Black inmates in particular, but it didn't really get as deep into those I kind of would have liked. And I guess it wasn't really the point of the book, but I still, something that I really want to learn more about, so I would have preferred a little more emphasis on that. So overall 4 stars for this one, which is pretty decent. And I think I'm 30% now on Memories of Ice by Stephen Erickson. I really don't have many thoughts on this one. I feel like I've read 30% and I still have no idea what the plot is. And that is kind of my Malazan issues, is that I feel like I read them and I just like don't retain a lot of what I'm reading. Yeah, like I don't think the writing style is for me. And this one is kind of making me feel like, yeah, like I'm not gonna want to continue. Because I really enjoyed book 2. I really enjoyed book 2. But so far this one is kind of, I don't know, something about it is just not clicking for me. So I don't really think that this is going to be something that I'm going to want to continue on. And like, I will finish this book. I'm going to commit to this one, but, oh, hi buddy. So, but at the same time, I don't think I'm necessarily going to want to continue on any more of the series after this one, which is good. It's a decision will be made. Can you see him sitting there? He's already had dinner, but I think he's like, because my husband fed him, I think he's trying to be like, oh, I'm so starving. You must feed me again. So where I'm at tonight, yeah, I'm going to continue on Memories of Ice. Want to finish Liquid, and from there, kind of see where I'm going. Tonight, I'm going to be filming. I have updates for other vlogs that I'm doing because oh my God, every time I start talking, he starts eating again. So I have updates to film for a few other vlogs because I like to be chaotic and film like 7 things at once. So I'm going to do that right now. And then tonight, yeah, so want to continue on these 2 books. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to film the September new book releases video, which should already be up, where I'm just going over all the books that I'm excited for. And then I do have reading for other videos as well. And I kind of want to work on that a little bit because I'm doing right now, reading Bookstagram mid-year favorite and reading recommendations from Goodreads. So, you know, I have a few books to read for that one too. So I might be reading those in the background. So lots to do tonight. Thankfully it's Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, shouldn't be that hard a day at work. And, you know, it's great. I'm ready to go into the weekend. Really excited to, you know, just mentally connect and get a lot done because I want to have a really productive weekend, thankfully. So I'm gonna go dive into doing that and then, yeah, hopefully get lots of reading done tonight. Okay, Friday is here. We're finally done work for the day, and oh my God, I honestly could not be happier. So showered very quickly, and now I need to run to the tailor's because I need to drop something off for my husband, and I have a bridesmaid's dress that came in and is like honestly hilariously big compared to when I measured it a few months ago. So I need to get that fixed, and really really quickly need to go do that right now before it closes. And then we're going to have a busy night tonight, entirely just because I want to get a bunch of things done. I want to get so much done for my to-do list. So that's going to be planned. We're going to go drop it off. We're going to come home, make a coffee or grab an energy drink and make that to-do list, and then really just dive into stuff tonight. Pretty much mostly going to be filming / laundry, maybe working out, just things that I genuinely want to get done. And yeah, we're gonna have a great night. So I'm gonna do that now, just get that over with, because yeah, really need to drop that off tonight. And thankfully it's just like a 2-minute walk away, so that's good. And I'll be back in hopefully a very short little while. My hair is somehow still wet, but got home. First thing I decided to do was my nails. This is from Cleonid. It is Broken Mirror, and this is part of their Halloween collection last year. Super fun magnetic effect on it, which I'll try to get another video of it like in better lighting, but enjoying that. I'm going to a bridal shower tomorrow where the theme is kind of like witchy things, so yeah, kind of felt like a really fun silver manicure would be appropriate. So drinking in Milani, and my plan for tonight, I decided to kind of make it a little bit easier for myself because I am tired and I don't know how well I'll be doing, but I'm gonna go do my makeup, and then I have 2 videos I want to film tonight. So I want to do my August beauty favorites and a face palette declutter. So both those are from my beauty channel, and just really like kind of farther out. At the time that this video is being posted, I think one of those will be, but I'm trying to be just very ahead of a lot of things, and I'm kind of making this like mentality of like, if I want to grow my channel, I need to be very ahead of a lot of what I'm doing, because yeah, I've been kind of terrible about actually consistently posting at times. I'll like post 1 video a week and then 3 the next, and then like nothing for 2 weeks. So I'm trying to be a little more consistent and do 2 videos a week, and really hoping that that will be something that can kind of lead to a little bit more growth. So that is the top priority. I will see, I might try to edit 1 video that I have filmed already and get that scheduled tonight. I do have a few reels that are filmed and just need to be edited and scheduled on Instagram. So I'd like to get that done too, because I haven't been, like, I'm usually really good at posting every day on Instagram. I have not been the last few weeks, so I want to get on top of that. And yeah, that's going to be kind of the plan for tonight. Again, I want to do some reading. I haven't really read anything for this video, but I am still like chipping away at stuff for other things. And yeah, it's just, those are going to be the top priorities for tonight. I think I am going to also order in later, so you know, why not I'll have a little fun. But yeah, that's the main thing I'm going to go do right now, is makeup, film those videos, and just get those out of the way, because I know they're going to kind of be like the main I don't want to say like time suck, but kind of, they're going to be the things that take up most of my evening. So I want to get those done, and then everything else after that is going to kind of just feel like, you know, whatever, just kind of chill. So I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm just gonna go get myself to do that right now. Okay, weekend off to a great start. Didn't end up updating last night, but that was because by the time I was kind of finished everything I wanted to do, I was tired. And I ended up, for some reason, putting on K-pop Demon Hunters. Very cheesy, but really into the music. And I've kind of had the playlist on repeat this morning because yeah, I'm just feeling, really feeling the music. So that was fun. That was a fun little moment. And then yeah, got my videos filmed I wanted and did some reading last night. So we're going good today. It's like 10 a.m. right now, and I do have to leave in a few hours for bridal shower, but trying to get a few things done before then. Namely, I want to edit a video and get 1 off my plate, because I am doing amazing, honestly amazing, at getting really far ahead in a lot of what I'm reading. So kind of what I'm reading, but also like just what I'm filming and stuff. Doing really good at staying ahead. So I'll say I'm 50-ish% into Memories of Ice right now. Kind of forgettable. I have to say, like, it's not, I really don't think Malazan's going to be for me. I really think that this book is going to make me not want to continue on. And yeah, I'm really like nothing from this book is sticking in my brain, and nothing is standing out to me. But I really want to have this finished by tomorrow. And that is, yeah, a huge goal for me, is to get that one done. And then I'm 50-60-ish% into Liquid. And This is like the tone of this book is weird. I will say that is kind of what I think a lot of the low ratings on this one are, because the tone is definitely a little strange. And it starts off, our main character she's kind of like, I'm not going to say a failing academic, but she's a PhD and she can't really find like a like full-time position anywhere. She's teaching courses here and there, but really like does not have any solid job. So for some reason she comes up with this idea that she's going to marry rich, and she's going to conduct an experiment kind of where she's like, I'm going to marry rich by this date, and I'm going to do it by going on dates, and here's my scoring sheet when I'm going through like Tinder or whatever, these are the type of people I'm swiping on. And it's really just like, the first bit is her like, okay, I'm going to marry rich and this is how. And then partway through, the book takes kind of a drastic turn where we end up going to Iran because her father has a heart attack, and now she's suddenly completely abandoned this plan she had and is there basically by his side while he is recovering. And yeah, the tonal difference already is wild. And I think that is kind of most people's like issue with it, because the first half of it seems very fun. I really enjoyed like honestly this clinical way that she's going about dating. I think that it was refreshing and just very much like, yeah, you give an academic kind of their just way to kind of find a spouse, and some of them might just make a spreadsheet where they're ranking different people and trying to find the one who would be the most safe option. So I really enjoyed that. But now, yeah, the second half I'm finding a little weird. Just again, very, very abrupt tonal shift, and like very much feels like we're now in a completely different book. And considering that this is under 300 pages, that's kind of wild. But yeah, so that's where I am right now. I'll see how the second half goes, but it feels like it's going to be very, very different and very much just her helping her father who is dying. So it's a little weird. And yeah, that's kind of where my day will be. And again, I have 2 videos I want to film today, but that will be this afternoon. I have a bridal shower to go to, and then what else do I want to do? I want to work out tonight. I really, really feel like I need to, and I think that's kind of it. The only book, I mean, I would love to finish Liquid, and I really do want to finish Memories of Ice, so I'd love to get those done either today or tomorrow, and kind of just finish them off and be like, all right, we're heading into a new weekly vlog next week and have no books coming over with us. Because also next week I really, really want to focus on finishing off my monthly TBR, which has been going terribly. We have put like 0 effort into finishing it this month, so it's gonna be a lot on that. So yeah, I'm just gonna edit for a little bit now, and then yeah, that'll just kind of be how my day goes. Hello. So we're Sunday. We are the last day for this video. And I didn't end up updating last night. Got home like 7:30. I was tired. I was hungry. And then I kind of just, vegged on the couch and hung out with my dog, who I felt terrible about. But the wedding shower was stunning. The bride was stunning. And yeah, it was just a lovely day. But now we are Sunday morning, and I'm getting back into the swing of things. AKA, I have a lot of things I want to do today to set up for the next week. So this is kind of like my Sunday productivity day, where I do try to make sure I have a lot of things ready to go. I just sorted all of my laundry, and I'm getting that ready to go. Trying to plan out our meals for the week and figure out what I need to go buy at the grocery store, and just get a lot of things ready. I'm going to be vacuuming. I need to do dishes, and just going to kind of have a productive Sunday that way. And then I also want to plan out my workouts for the week and make sure my content's all scheduled, make sure everything's ready to go, just so that I can have honestly a fantastic week. I find that if I have all of these things ready to go, it makes the week so easy for me. And especially right now, I'm on a bit of a health kick and really trying to stay consistent with a lot of these goals, and I'm trying to lose weight. So I find that if all my meals are ready, if I have everything planned out, then it's such an easy okay, just look at my schedule and exactly do that. And then it really has zero thought on my part, which helps so much. And same with I like to have all my laundry done. I like to make sure meals are ready, just everything ready to go. Even having Instagram stuff scheduled, it helps so much. So that way, again, I do not need to put a single thought into it. But it does kind of lead to making Sundays a little busy. So that's kind of my big part for today. I know I have all my YouTube stuff scheduled, and really need to go at some point and take a bunch of Instagram pictures and reels and stuff. I've been so bad at taking pictures for my Bookstagram lately, so I need to do that. But also, I do have a big update, which is that I finished Memories of Ice by Steven Erikson. And that was kind of last night. I read that quite a bit while just cuddled up on the couch. And I really, really am coming out of this one deciding that Malazan is in no way for me. I'm going to give this one 2-star. It is kind of wild because the average rating is like a 4.5. I wildly disagree with that. There is no part of me that actually is coming out of that like for enjoying it. Like this book, I feel like I could not tell you a single thing that actually happened. I feel like every single part of this book just like went over my head. And I mean, part of that was I was not mentally invested. I was not really trying to focus on it, to be very, very honest, because I didn't care. But yeah, just didn't do it for me. Did not enjoy it, and definitely has decided for me that I am not going to continue on with Malazan, which is a shame in some ways because so many people talk about how fantastic this series is, but I don't see it. I really, really don't see it. It has done nothing to make me feel that way. So in that sense, like, it's probably very, very much for the best that I am DNFing it. Well, DNFing the series. And yeah, I'm giving that one 2 stars. So there's that. I do want to read a lot today, and I don't know how I'll get time in. I might try to listen to audio while I'm doing things, but yeah, I want to read. I'm like in such a mood that I really, really want to read, and I can tell that's going to be an issue. Is that the productivity part? That's my part of my brain that's like, you need to get these things done, is definitely going to be at war with the part of me that's like, I just want to lay on the couch and do nothing. So yeah, there we are for the morning. I should probably just start cleaning and get that over with. I think that will help me quite a bit, just because that's my least favorite thing to do. And then actually get into some of my fun things, I guess. Maybe. Okay, so later on in the day, and let's just wrap things up. So I finished reading Liquid, and I feel like I am wildly going to disagree with so many of the opinions online, and I'm actually going to give this a 4-star. And it's kind of wild. I mean, we can say it's wildly disagreeing because so many of the reviews are like 1 or 2 star. The average rating is a 2.9. And yeah, I think this could definitely be a divisive book, but something about it just really, really worked for me. And I just enjoy the weirdness of it, and the fact that there were these like complete plot shifts, and the book went in such a wildly different direction than originally expected. That's something that I actually really, really like. Like, that's something that it's not what I would expect to come in and say that I love, but I really, really enjoyed just how wildly different this book went. I also just felt that it was like very, very intelligently written. Like, I really, really enjoyed the main character's voice. She was kind of like an unlikable character in a lot of ways, and just constantly making bad choices, doing the wrong things. But at the same time, it was just like really interesting to see her perspective on so many things. Her life was a mess. Her romantic life was a mess. Her father was potentially dying. So many things happening, and just so many things that are maybe messy. And yeah, really, really liked it. So yeah, I've been going back and forth on it for a little bit now, and I do think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. Like, I feel like so many people are gonna disagree with me on this, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then I started reading her Feral piece, I think it's called. It is book 2 in a Why Choose romantasy series, and this is one that's on my August TBR. So I'm finally actually making some progress on that, and that's actually next week. If you check out next week's weekly vlog, it's going to be just kind of like entirely focused on trying to finish off the TBR for the month, because I've been neglecting it. But it's a Why Choose romance, and I started the first one, or I read the first one a while ago, and we have this daughter of a Serpent King, because it's a shifter romance. Oh, buddy. We have a shifter romance, and there's this daughter of the Serpent King who has been exiled and is on the run because she's been framed for murder. And she knows that she has 5 fated mates. We meet 3 of them in book 1 because they are all tasked with hunting her down, and they've made like this blood promise to her father that they'll do it, that they will hunt her down, they will not mate with her, and they will bring her back to him. But then we do find out that she was framed for this murder that happened, and she was going to be brought back, and is kind of told that it's going to be for her execution. And she ends up being captured, and basically her and all of her mates are captured and brought to this school for basically like rabid beasts romance and to teach them how to acclimate into this shifter world. Really, really enjoyable. And they're just kind of like, her mates are all absolute psychopaths and really fun to follow. And she's hiding a lot of secrets. Book 1 had like, it was really fun and had some like crazy reveals at the end. So really, really excited now that I'm finally picking up book 2 and getting to see a bit more of it. I really, really love a white shoes shifter romance. They're like easily my favorite things in the world. So I'm really, really happy that I'm actually picking one up. And yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. So that's kind of where we are right now. Is I'm in the middle of that one. And yeah, I'll be continuing on with that later on this week or next week in my next vlog. So we're going to wrap up. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please press that subscribe button down below, like this video, comment and tell me anything you're reading. And I hope I will see you in something very, very soon.